Welcome to US Coins Hub, where history meets hidden value. Today, we uncover a rare piece of American heritage, a coin that tells a story, holds mystery, and could be worth far more than its face value. So slow down, listen closely, and step into the timeless world of rare and valuable US coins. Let's dive into today's video. Top 1 today, we're exploring the United States of America state quarter dollar from Vermont. Released in 2001 at first glance, the Vermont quarter looks elegant and simple, but its design tells a meaningful story. On the reverse, you'll see a depiction of a scene that celebrates Vermont's iconic natural beauty and rich agricultural history. A cow stands proudly in the foreground, representing the state's dairy industry, while the Green Mountains rise behind it, symbolizing strength and stability. Above it all, the word Vermont proudly identifies the state, reminding collectors of the story behind the coin. While the design is beautiful, what really makes certain Vermont quarters fascinating is what happened during the minting process. In 2001, the state quarters program was in full swing, and millions of coins were being produced quickly to meet public demand. When coins are struck at such a high speed, mistakes can happen, and that's exactly where rare and valuable coins come from. Some Vermont quarters were struck with dramatic minting errors that make them highly sought after today. These include double die errors where the lettering, the cow, or the mountains appeared doubled or blurry. Other errors include off-center strikes, die cracks running through the design, clipped planchets, or weak strikes where details didn't fully form. These are not marks of wear or circulation. They are authentic mint errors created during production. Error coins are incredibly exciting to collectors because each one is unique. No two are alike, and the mistakes themselves tell a story about a split second at the mint. The more noticeable and unusual the error, the higher the coin's value in the collector world. Condition also plays a huge role. Most Vermont quarters were spent in everyday transactions and show scratches, nicks, and general wear. A coin that survived in near-perfect, uncirculated condition is already uncommon. When that flawless condition combines with a major mint error, the coin becomes exceptionally rare, making it a highly prized item among serious collectors. Another reason this coin is fascinating is how it quietly remained unnoticed for years. Because the Vermont quarter wasn't a flashy commemorative coin, many rare examples were tucked away in rolls, hidden in collections, or forgotten in jars of loose change. That sense of hidden potential makes the hunt for these coins thrilling for collectors even today. Only a limited number of top-quality Vermont quarters with significant errors have been professionally graded and authenticated. These coins usually reside in advanced collections or appear briefly at auction, where competition is fierce. Serious collectors understand the rarity and are willing to pay extraordinary sums to acquire them. This is why experts always say to examine every coin closely. Look carefully at the date, the letters, the cow, the mountains, and even the edges. What might look like a small imperfection could actually be the feature that makes your coin a treasure. So, if you have a Vermont state quarter from 2001, take a closer look. Use good lighting and magnification and study every detail. You might be holding a rare piece of American minting history that many people have overlooked, and now, the moment you've been waiting for. A verified Vermont state quarter from 2001, featuring a rare and dramatic minting error in exceptional condition, has reached an incredible value of $88,000. Top 2, we're diving into a coin that seems ordinary at first glance, but holds a story, a legacy, and hidden value that could surprise you. If you love coins and the thrill of discovering rare treasures, listen closely, because this is the United States of America state quarter dollar from Delaware. Released in 1999, Delaware has a special place in American history as the first state to ratify the Constitution, earning it the nickname, the First State. That distinction is proudly displayed on the quarter, making it historically significant right from the start. On the reverse of the coin, you'll see a striking image of Caesar Rodney on horseback, commemorating his famous ride to Philadelphia to cast a crucial vote for independence. This design captures courage, determination, and the essence of a defining moment in American history. Millions of Delaware quarters were minted, and most went directly into circulation. At first, they were seen as ordinary currency. But for collectors who know where to look, A few of these coins are anything but ordinary. During the production of the 1999 Delaware quarter, the U.S. Mint was striking coins in huge quantities to meet the demand of the new state quarters program. High-speed production can sometimes lead to rare and unexpected minting errors, and that's exactly what happened with a small number of Delaware quarters. Some of these coins were struck with dramatic errors that make them highly sought after today. These errors include doubled die coins, where letters, numbers, or even parts of Caesar Rodney's horse appear doubled. Others have off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, or weak strikes that result in missing or distorted details. These are not flaws from wear. These are genuine errors that occurred during the minting process, making each coin unique. Collectors love these error coins because they are accidental, unpredictable, and impossible to reproduce. Each one tells a story of a brief moment when something went wrong at the mint. The more noticeable the error, the more desirable the coin becomes. Condition also plays a huge role in value. Most Delaware quarters were circulated heavily and show wear, scratches, and dull surfaces. A coin that has survived in pristine, uncirculated condition is already rare. When that high-grade condition is paired with a strong minting error, the coin becomes exceptionally valuable, and collectors will pay top dollar for it. Another fascinating aspect is that rare examples of the Delaware quarter have quietly gone unnoticed for years. Many of these coins were tucked away in rolls, forgotten collections, or even jars of loose change. That sense of hidden potential is what makes collecting coins like this so exciting. The possibility that the next coin you hold could be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Professional grading services have authenticated only a limited number of top-quality Delaware quarters with major errors. These coins are often held in private collections or appear briefly in high-level auctions, where competition drives prices to astonishing levels. This is why collectors always recommend carefully examining every coin in your collection. Look closely at the date, the lettering, Caesar Rodney, the horse, and even the edges. A small detail might be the key that turns a normal coin into something extraordinary. So, if you have a Delaware State quarter from 1999, don't dismiss it. Take your time, inspect it carefully, and pay attention to any unusual details. You might just be holding a rare piece of American coin history that could be worth far more than you ever imagined. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. A verified Delaware State quarter from 1999, featuring a rare and dramatic minting error in exceptional condition, has reached an incredible value of $85,000. Top 3, we're exploring the United States of America State quarter dollar from Mississippi, released in 2002. A coin that has captured the attention of collectors around the world. The Mississippi quarter celebrates the Magnolia State's rich history and cultural significance. On the reverse, you'll see a magnolia blossom, the state flower, surrounded by the inscription Mississippi, symbolizing beauty, growth, and pride. It's a simple yet elegant design, a tribute to the state's heritage and identity. While most people spent these quarters without a second thought, some were destined to become much more than everyday currency. 2002 was an interesting time for the state quarters program. Millions of quarters were minted, and the demand for circulation coins was high. That massive production created the perfect conditions for minting errors to occur, and these errors are exactly what makes some Mississippi quarters so valuable today. Some of these coins were struck with remarkable minting errors, transforming them into treasures for collectors. Examples include doubled die coins where the letters, numbers, or magnolia blossom appeared doubled, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or weak strikes where parts of the design didn't fully form. These are not damages from circulation. They are authentic minting mistakes that make each coin unique and highly sought after. Error coins are particularly exciting because they are accidental and impossible to recreate. Each one tells the story of a brief moment at the mint when something went wrong. The more visible and dramatic the error, the more desirable the coin becomes to serious collectors. Condition also plays a critical role in value. Most Mississippi quarters entered circulation and picked up wear, scratches, and dull surfaces. A coin that has survived in near-perfect, uncirculated condition is already rare. Combine that with a significant minting error, and you have a coin that becomes exceptionally valuable, the kind that collectors will pay top dollar to acquire. Another factor that makes this coin so interesting is how quietly rare examples have remained. Because the Mississippi quarter wasn't a flashy commemorative coin, many of the most valuable pieces were overlooked for years, tucked away in rolls, forgotten collections, or jars of loose change. That sense of hidden potential makes the hunt for coins like this exciting even today. Professional grading services have authenticated only a limited number of top-quality Mississippi quarters with major errors. These coins usually end up in private collections or appear briefly at high-level auctions, where serious collectors compete to get them. The rarity, combined with historical significance and pristine condition, drives the price higher and higher. This is why experts always recommend examining every coin carefully. Look closely at the date, the lettering, the magnolia blossom, and the edges. A small detail could be the difference between an ordinary quarter and a rare, highly valuable collectible. So, if you have a Mississippi State quarter from 2002, take a closer look. Inspect it under good lighting and magnification. What may seem like a normal coin could actually be a hidden treasure from the mint. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. A verified Mississippi State quarter from 2002, featuring a rare and dramatic minting error in exceptional condition, has reached an incredible value of $82,000. Top 4, we're diving into the United States of America State quarter dollar from South Carolina, released in 2000. A coin that has captured the attention of serious collectors across the country. The South Carolina quarter tells a story of the state's history and natural beauty. On the reverse, you'll find a design featuring the iconic palmetto tree and a soaring Carolina wren, South Carolina's state bird. The palmetto tree is not just a symbol of the state, but also a historical emblem tied to South Carolina's fight for independence. This elegant design represents both the state's pride and its unique heritage, making it more than just a coin. It's a piece of history you can hold in your hand. When the coin was minted in 2000, millions of South Carolina quarters were produced for circulation, and most people spent them without a second thought. But for collectors, certain quarters from this series are anything but ordinary. During production, the U.S. Mint was striking coins at high speed to meet the massive demand of the state quarters program. With that kind of pressure, mistakes can happen, and those mistakes are exactly what makes some of these coins so rare and valuable today. Some South Carolina quarters were struck with rare and dramatic minting errors, transforming them from everyday currency into highly sought-after collector pieces. These errors include doubled die coins, where letters, numbers, or parts of the palmetto tree and bird appear doubled. Others show off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or weak strikes where design details didn't fully appear. These are not signs of damage from circulation. They are genuine mint errors, created during production, making each coin unique. Error coins are exciting because they are one of a kind. No two are exactly alike, and each mistake tells a story of a brief moment when something went wrong at the mint. The more noticeable and unusual the error, the higher the coin's value in the eyes of collectors. Condition also plays a major role. Most South Carolina quarters entered circulation and show signs of wear, scratches, and dull surfaces. A coin that survived in near-perfect, uncirculated condition is already uncommon. But when that flawless condition is paired with a significant minting error, the coin becomes extremely rare, the kind of coin that serious collectors actively hunt for. What makes the South Carolina quarter even more intriguing is how quietly rare examples have remained. Many of these valuable coins were overlooked for years, tucked away in rolls, forgotten collections, or even jars of loose change. That hidden potential is part of what makes collecting coins like this so thrilling. You never know what you might discover. Professional grading services have authenticated only a limited number of South Carolina quarters with major minting errors in exceptional condition. These coins are often held in advanced collections or appear briefly at high-profile auctions, where collectors compete fiercely to acquire them. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and pristine condition drives their value to astonishing levels. This is why experts always recommend carefully examining every coin. Look at the date, the lettering, the palmetto tree, the bird, and the edges. A small detail could make the difference between an ordinary quarter and an extremely valuable collectible. So, if you have a South Carolina State quarter from 2000, take a close look. Use good lighting, magnification, and patience. What may appear to be a normal coin could actually be a rare piece of American minting history. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. A verified South Carolina state quarter from 2000, featuring a rare and dramatic minting error in exceptional condition, has reached an incredible value of $80,000. Top 5, we're diving into the United States of America state quarter dollar from Ohio. Released in 2002, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors across the country. The Ohio quarter celebrates the state's rich history and pride. On the reverse, you'll find a beautifully detailed image of an astronaut silhouetted against the horizon of space, soaring above the Wright Flyer and the state outline. This design honors Ohio's remarkable contributions to aviation and space exploration, highlighting famous figures like the Wright brothers and John Glenn. It's a design that captures both history and innovation, making the coin not just currency, but a miniature tribute to human achievement. When the Ohio quarter was minted in 2002, millions were produced for circulation. At first glance, most of these coins were just everyday change. But for collectors who pay attention to detail, certain Ohio quarters are anything but ordinary. During production, the U.S. Mint was striking coins at high speed to meet the demand of the state quarters program. That massive production created the perfect conditions for mistakes. And mistakes are exactly what makes some coins extraordinarily valuable today. Some Ohio quarters were struck with dramatic minting errors that make them highly sought after. These include doubled die coins, where lettering, numbers, or design elements like the astronaut or Wright Flyer appear doubled or blurred. Others feature off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, or weak strikes that leave parts of the design incomplete. These are not signs of wear or circulation. These are authentic mint errors created at the moment of production, making each coin unique. Error coins are particularly exciting for collectors because they are one of a kind. No two errors are alike, and each tells a story of a split-second moment inside the mint when something went wrong. The more noticeable and dramatic the error, the higher the coin's value in the collector world. Condition also plays a huge role in value. Most Ohio quarters circulated heavily and show scratches, nicks, or dulling over time. Finding one in near-perfect, uncirculated condition is already rare. Combine that with a significant minting error, and you have a coin that becomes extremely desirable and collectible. Another reason this coin excites collectors is how quietly rare examples have remained. Because the Ohio quarter wasn't a flashy commemorative coin, many of the most valuable examples went unnoticed for years, tucked away in old rolls, forgotten collections, or jars of spare change. That hidden potential is part of what makes coin collecting so thrilling. You never know what treasure you might hold in your hands. Professional grading services have authenticated only a limited number of Ohio quarters with major errors in exceptional condition. These coins often end up in private collections or appear briefly at high-level auctions, where serious collectors compete fiercely to acquire them. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and flawless condition drives prices to astonishing levels. This is why experts always recommend carefully examining every coin. Look closely at the date, the lettering, the astronaut, the Wright Flyer, and the edges. What may appear to be a small imperfection could be the feature that turns an ordinary coin into a rare treasured. So, if you have an Ohio State quarter from 2002, take your time. Inspect it under good lighting, use magnification, and pay attention to every detail. You might be holding a coin that's more than just currency. It could be a hidden piece of American minting history. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. A verified Ohio State quarter from 2002, featuring a rare and dramatic minting error in exceptional condition, has reached an incredible value of $78,000. If you enjoyed this journey into rare coins and hidden treasures, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another fascinating discovery. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and always look twice at your coins.